Good morning, class 2. Welcome to your value education class, children. So, today we will do chapter 5 of your book. So, as you all know that this is your book, Value Education Inspirations for Life, and we will do chapter 5 of your book, right? Chapter 5. Done. What is the name of the chapter? Obey your elders. Obey your elders. Elders means what? Whoever like your elders can be your parents, your uncle, your grandparents, your teachers, because you are children, right? You are small. So whoever you are small, so most of the people in your surroundings are elder to you, right? And you are younger to them. So here the chapter is obey your elders, means we have to listen to our elders. So obedience means listening to elders and doing things what they ask you to do. So we are beginning the chapter. So I think you have opened your book at page number 24. Page number 24, chapter 5. Page number 24, chapter 5. So here let us start. Obedience means what? Obedience means listening to the elders, listening to your elders and doing things what they ask you to do, and to do the thing whatever they ask you to do. This elder can be anyone. This elder, they can be anyone. They could be your parents, your grandparents, your teacher, etc. Okay, your parents and teacher loves you. Your parents and your teachers, they love you, and so they want you to be happy, and they want you to be very happy in your future, isn't it? And at present also. So it is good to obey them. So whatever they will say, they will always say for your good, isn't it? So it is very good to obey them. If you listen to them, you will be happy. And if you listen to them and if you listen to your elder, you will be also happy. So here is a short story based on obedience. Read it carefully. Now we have learned that what is obedience. Obedience means listening to our elders. When you listen to your elders, they also feel happy and you also feel very happy, and you become happy because whatever they say for your good, isn't it? For your well-being. They are your well-wishers, like your parents, your teachers, your elders, your like grandparents, uncle, aunts, right? Now here is a story based on obedience. Let us read the story. The hidden story. What is the name of the story? The hidden story. So let us read the story. The story is about a old man and his 4 sons. Okay, let us see what is there in the story. Okay. Now once there was a farmer. The picture that I have shown you, this old man, he is a farmer. The farmer was very hardworking, and the farmer, he was very hardworking. Okay, he was not lazy, he was very hardworking. The farmer had 4 steady sons, but they were lazy. And this farmer, he has got 4 very strong and steady sons, but they were lazy. They spent the whole day wandering in the village. The farmer was worried about his son. And the farmer, who was very hardworking, he was very worried about his sons because they were grown up, but they spent the whole day moving here and there, okay, wandering in the whole village. They don't do any work, which make him very worried. Now come to page number 25. One day he made a plan. Then the old farmer, he made a plan. He pretended to be ill. He called his sons and said, "My dear sons, I will not live for long, so I want to share a secret with you. There is a treasure hidden in my field. Dig the field and take it out. Share it equally amongst yourselves." Now, one day, as the old man was very, very worried, he thought of a plan. So what was his plan? He pretended, he acted as if he is ill, and he called all his sons and said that, "My dear son, I am very sick, I am very ill, I will not live for a long period of time. So I want to share a secret. I have a secret, I will share it with you." Okay, what is the secret? The secret is that he has got some treasure which he has hidden in his field where he works. Okay, so he said that there is a hidden treasure in my field. Dig the field. You have to dig out the field. Okay, You have to dig out the field and take out the treasure that I have hidden, okay, under the ground. And then you take out this and then share among you yourself equally. Next morning, all the four sons they went to the field and started digging eagerly. And the son were obedient. Okay, they listened to their father, and as they heard that there is treasure, so they all went. Okay, and they started digging the field. They dug every inch and corner of the field, and they have dug the whole field. Okay, they have not left even an inch. Okay, of the field, and each and every corner was dug by them, but they could not find any treasure. Okay, under the ground. Now they went to their father and said, "Father, we have dug the whole field but found nothing." Then they went to their father and said, "Father, we have dug the whole field but we have not found the treasure. What happened?" Then, "Sons, when you have dug the whole field so well, why don't you sow some corn?" said the farmer. Then the farmer said, "Son, see, you are so nice, you have dug the whole field. But one thing you can do, why don't you sow some seed of the corn?" Okay, so you can do that. You go and you sow some seed of the corn. Okay, then as they listened to their father, they sowed corn in the field. They sowed. The next day, they started to sow some corn. Okay, in the field. Then luckily it rained very well that year, and luckily that year they had a very good rain. There was a good rainfall, and there was a good crop, and the crop grown was very nice. Okay, now the young men showed the field to their father, and then the young men they were also happy. "See, we have planted this, we have sowed the corn seed, and now the fruit is so nice, isn't it?" So there was plenty of rainfall that year, and the crop it has grown so nicely. They were happy, and they told their father that also, that the young men they showed the field to their father, and the father said happily in pride. The father was very proud. Now in pride he said, "This is the hidden treasure that I was talking about." Then father said, "This is the hidden treasure that I was talking about. Now share it amongst yourself." Now you share it amongst yourself. Okay, among the four brothers. If you work hard, you will get many more of it, and if you work hard like this, you will get many more of it. Then onward, the sons began to work hard in the field, and then onward, the sons they began to work hard in the field. Soon they become rich, and they live happily ever after. And very soon they become rich. Okay, as they are working very hard, you should work hard, isn't it? Though the farmer's sons were lazy, the sons were lazy in the beginning, we have seen that they were very lazy. They spent the whole day wandering in the village without any work, right? But once they started to work hard, the fruit was very nice, right? Isn't it? The result come up they have got a very good result of this, right? So though the farmer's sons were lazy, they were obedient. Though they were lazy, but they were obedient. They listened to their father. As a result, they were successful, isn't it? Their obedience brought happiness for them, and their obedience it brought happiness for them, isn't it? So what we have learned from the lesson, we have learned that sweet are the fruits of obedience. If we are obedient, the fruit will become very sweet, means the outcome is very nice. Okay, you will be successful. Okay, if you are obedient, as they are obedient to their father, they listen to their father, and they were very they were successfully they become a very rich person, isn't it? And God also helps. See, that year they got a very good rainfall. If you work hard, God is always there. God will always help you. And this way they became rich, and they understood the value of to be obedient. Okay, of being obedient. So the moral is sweet are the sweets of obedience. So this is the end of the chapter, and the question answer I'll send you through Telegram. Thank you.